You may already know what happens in The Last of Us Part 2, but do you remember what happened in The Last of Us 1? I haven't played this game since it came out in 2013, and upon revisiting it for this video, I gotta say, the thing that stands out the most to me about it is why is reload mapped to the right trigger instead of square like every other game on the entire planet? I get that mapping standard actions to the triggers was the new trend back then, but I'm not playing this game for your frickin' controller innovations, Naughty Dog. I'm playing it because it's very sad. Naughty Dog was one of the first developers to realize that if you made your game sad, you'd win a bunch of awards. I mean, you know a game's iconic when the elders react to it.
Oh, am I supposed to be doing something with this?
But this intro has already gone on longer than the average Naughty Dog employee's work week, so let's jump right into the story recap. The game opens with gruff McManly man Joel sharing a tender moment with his young daughter, who is not on the front of the box, hint hint. She wakes up in the middle of the night to get a glass of water, but she gets an explosion instead. Then some guy bursts into the house and Joel shoots him dead. Look, sweetie, I had to. He borrowed my hedge clippers and never gave him back. I mean, he was a zombie.
A very big directive from the very beginning was they're not zombies.
Shut up, audio director of The Last of Us, Phillip. Joel's brother Tommy brings his car and everyone tries to drive away, but Joel's family is out of luck because their car gets hit by a semi-truck. Joel goes on foot but gets stopped by a soldier. Man, why can't the military ever be helpful in zombie movies?
They're not zombies.
No, wait, Phillip Kovacs, no, I didn't mean it! Oh, great, now Joel's daughter's dead. What was her name again? Like Carrie or Zoe or something? Whatever, who cares. Fast forward 20 years later, and Joel has a girlfriend named Tess, who is also not in the front of the box. Joel and Tess really want to kill some guy named Robert because he stole their merch, so they take a casual stroll through City 17 to see the sights like civilians being held at gunpoint and a room that is 1000% guaranteed to have a combat encounter in it. After nonchalantly murdering like 20 people, they find Robert, but he sold the merch to the Fireflies, which makes Tess so mad she uses 2 bullets when 1 would have been perfectly sufficient. The Fireflies are some kind of rebellion, terrorist, freedom fighter thing, but they kind of suck, so their leader, Marlene, who is not in the front of the box, teleports into the scene and offers Joel and Tess a deal. She'll give them their merch back if they smuggle something out of the city for her. Joel and Tess agree, but plot twist, the cargo they're smuggling is actually Ellie, who is on the front of the box, so she'll be okay. Ellie is immune to the coronavirus, so the Fireflies want to use her to develop a cure. Joel and Tess make their way through various combat and crafting tutorials when suddenly Tess gets separated from the group, fights a zombie off-screen, and then says she's totally fine. What do you guys think? You guys think she's fine? Tess's final wish was that Ellie be delivered to the Fireflies, so Joel and Ellie, who are henceforth collectively known as Jelly, head off to a nearby town to get a car from Joel's old pal Bill. On the way in, Joel finds a bow and arrow, which is an essential kit for a third-person stealther like himself. I'm assuming the game wants you to sneak past most of this area, but punching the zombies is faster and looks way cooler. Jelly find Bill, yes I am calling them Jelly for the whole video, and he agrees to help them find a car, but the car they find is missing a battery, but they find Bill's old partner, but he hung himself. But Ellie finds the battery, and they get a truck rolling and leave Bill behind in a town full of very aggroed zombies.
They're not zombies.
Jelly make a quick pit stop in Pittsburgh so Joel can fulfill his daily murder quota, but he's feeling kinda lazy so he convinces Ellie to do some unpaid interning for him. Out of all the unrealistic things video game characters do, willingly swimming through dark narrow passages has gotta be the most unbelievable one. Like, I'd rather just get turned into a zombie.
They're not zombies.
Ah, you're right, Phillip Kovacs, they're not zombies. They're Sam and his older brother Henry, who are, let me check real quick, yep, not on the front of the box. Sam and Henry are also looking for the Fireflies, so they decide to team up with Jelly until 2 minutes later when they abandon Jelly, but then they save Jelly from a river, so it's all cool. Does anyone else find these puzzle sections rather unpalatable? Joel tells Henry that, whoa, geez, there's a sniper somewhere. Okay, whew, that was close. Unfortunately for the sniper, he made the mistake of being the enemy holding a new weapon type, so Joel promptly kills him and takes that bad boy out for a spin. While he's busy deciding whether to join Phase or Optic, everyone else gets ambushed by zombies, and Sam says,
Yeah, I'm fine.
What do you guys think? Do you think he's fine? Easy now, Henry. Listen, I'm sorry your brother got turned into a zombie, but
they're not zombies.
I don't understand the formatting of these new Cards Against Humanity cards. Like, I thought the vertical was fine, and I don't know why they went all caps. The lowercase is better. Fast forward a few months, and Joel has a new shirt, Ellie has a new jacket, and they find Joel's brother Tommy managing a hydroelectric dam. Joel asks Tommy to finish the game for him, but Tommy is like, come on, dude, there's only like 3 hours left, and they get in a big argument, and then Ellie brings up Joel's dead daughter, which does not help the situation, but Joel is then reminded how much fun it is to shoot those pyro guys and watch them blow up, so he's like, screw it, I'll finish the game.
I'm gonna hang on to this, fella. That's all right with you.
I mean, I kind of wanted it. Thanks, Tommy. Jelly arrive at the college where the Fireflies are supposedly holed up. Joel enrolls in Flamethrower 101 and talks to the staff about signing Ellie up for some classes, but upon seeing how much they cost, he gets mad and starts murdering everyone. In his blind rage, he forgets the #1 rule of post-apocalyptic survival: don't get impaled by rusty rebar. Ellie gets him to safety and they lay low for a while. Eventually, she remembers that food is pretty nifty, so she tries to give a deer the old female protagonist special. On her hunting trip, she meets David, a friendly dude who offers to give her some medicine in exchange for the deer. Ellie is cautious at first, but when zombies attack,
They're not.
David helps her fight them off. David and Ellie, henceforth collectively known as Deli, take a breather by the campfire. David tells Ellie that he used to be the admissions officer at the local college before some dude killed half his staff. He gives Ellie the medicine he promised, but then has his goons track her back to the place where Joel's hiding. Ellie tries to escape, but David catches her, but he's a nice guy, so he doesn't kill her. You know, I really respect this David guy. Even though Ellie just killed half his men, he shows mercy in a world that's all too full of hatred, and that's a really commendable characteristic, and he's a cannibal.
You're special.
What the? No. I do not ship Ellie. Thinking fast, Ellie bites David and tells him he's gonna turn into a zombie.
They're not zombies.
Meanwhile, Joel is awake and he politely asks some fellows where Ellie is. They tell him that David took Ellie out on a date to the local steakhouse. Hey David, have you tried the fish? It's to die for. To die for. To die for. To die for. Okay, he's dead. I think you got him, Ellie. Jeez. Overkill much? At long last, Jelly make their way to the outskirts of the Fireflies hospital. They meet a giraffe and then fall into a river and almost drown. Phew, this place is dangerous. Oh, hey, Fireflies, can you guys give me the old knocked unconscious teleport? Thanks. Joel wakes up in the hospital and is greeted by Marlene. She's like, dang, Joel, I was just kidding. I didn't think you'd actually bring Ellie here all by yourself. I mean, we have like 100 soldiers. We could have done it fine. Oh, man. Anyways, the doctors are operating on Ellie right now, and she's gonna die because we gotta cut her brain up. Joel is understandably upset by this and begins, yep, you guessed it, murdering everyone. At this point, the game's like, okay, fine, I get it, you're not gonna use a stealth, just frickin' take the assault rifle and get it over with. Joel finds the surgeons and performs a little brain surgery of his own, then he steals a car and takes Ellie back to Tommy's place. He lies to Ellie about what happened and doesn't tell her he totally wasted the entire Firefly organization, but you can tell Ellie doesn't believe him. The game ends with Jelly overlooking their new lives, and Ellie asking Joel to
swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Joel, please don't take her. She could cure the zombies. They're not zombies.
We went through quite a process trying to figure out what the infected were going to be.
So as we're trying to develop the look of the infected, we went through so many different iterations, some that looked really alien and subhuman, some that looked just essentially like zombies, and we couldn't find like an original place for them. But one of our concept artists took a bunch of images of diseases or images of fungal overgrowth, and he kind of mashed it all together and he threw it on this person, and it seemed so creepy and so unique that right away we gravitated towards it, and it's like, this is our base infected, everything should kind of come out of this look.
A very big directive from the very beginning was they're not zombies.